welcome to Brands Hatch in the TCR. If you ever watched British Touring Car Championship, get to round 3, everybody is elbows out sending it because it doesn't matter if the car doesn't make it home. It's the end of the event of that day. And that is pretty much what this race is all about here. Ourselves pinning it in between two cars and becoming a meat of a sandwich is probably not the smartest idea to make, but you know what? We pulled it off, made it out to the side, and all the cars up ahead just really elbowing each other off the track, gaining that position, gaining those inches, and a little bit of contact from the rear, but it's a sideways, not as sideways as the MG is about to feel in a moment. Now a little bit of encouragement given to the Honda Civic to push the MG out the way. I think they were already gone before we hit them, but what goes around comes around, and the Honda Civic has now turned into a lawnmower. While I'll understand that this is madness from a certain point of view, round 3 in the TCRs and the Touring Car Championship is all out elbows, sending it. It doesn't matter how much damage your car inflicts, it's just about gaining those extra points at the end. While there were some casualties to some drivers, overall everybody's elbows were pretty fair. You know, it's just about shoving on the track, gaining that extra inch to take that corner a little bit quicker. And you know what, sometimes that's what TCR is all about, a little bit of bumping from behind. Get going, buddy. You know, it's really kind of fun. You see what's going on here? This is real battle that's going on between these two links. It was like they were racing before and one took the other out or shoved their way through, and they're just trying to gain or retaliate their way back through the field. And it is quite fun to watch and be part of, to be fair. Yes, later on in this race we do have a catastrophic event, but I will say now it wasn't the other driver's fault. Although that one has gone off into the gravel to build some castles for all of us to see next lap around in turn 1. Link taking a whole new approach to the inside line, a little bit of contact with Polaroid, and we're all back in the game. Somehow I get a warning of severity and run out of track. Oh, let's hope we don't get a penalty for going off the track there. We just need to try and catch up to those pack of cars up in front, which I gotta be honest, I don't think it's gonna be too hard, as a lot of chaos does slow a pack of cars down. And getting a beautiful run on this Peugeot to the left hand side, gonna nick the slipstream off the Mercedes up in front, and we're bunny hot from that car to the Polaroid and the 777 from that. And you can see them still side by side battling, while Turs and the 777 almost lost it. They managed to hold it on, and we have the Peugeot gives us a little kiss from behind saying, come on Flash, get going, could be quicker through that corner. Wow, yes, you're absolutely right. Kind of predicted that we're going to get a little bit rear-ended and didn't want to go guarding ourselves. Turs seems to have broken away from the pack up in front, so we're going to go really on the wrong side of the track here for turn 1. It's not the ideal place to be. Last thing you want. Oh, Polaroid has gone gravel castle building. Side by side with Turs. Oh, shame. The door was closed by the Peugeot. Flaming Peugeots, eh? Ooh, that was a lovely little switch back there. And the two Peugeots behind in the rearview mirror started fighting, and the blue one lost the fight, to be fair. They're definitely off the track. Now it's just ourselves and Turs and an Audi. Yeah, base livery Audi. Gonna go through the final corner here. On the outside of the Audi, a little bit of contact, damaging our run that we had. Would have been nice to keep the momentum going. Turs is off doing their own thing, going away and breaking away from us. Thankfully the Audi did actually pull out from that situation, which gives us the opportunity to reel in Turs up ahead. We're in position 7. Now, if you look at the leaderboard, position 1 being 20 seconds ahead doesn't look pretty. But sometimes it's not always about winning, it's about being part of a situation that rarely comes about, and this is exactly that situation. Again, yes, there are some casualties in this race, but you rarely get races that the elbows are out, but it's not that malicious. It's pure fun. And this is where the fun takes a kind of a turn. Side by side with Turs. Coming up to this corner here. Who's going to back out? None of us. But a little bit of a scrape pushes off into the sandpit. Not Turs' fault. It really was a slightest of touches, and the Forza physics decided they knew best and ruined it. While we've only lost technically one position, it would have been nice to keep battling with Turs in the 777. It was an insane side-by-side action, and I think we both could have actually probably pulled it off. You know, it would have been sketchy as anything, yes. Would it have been fun? Oh, definitely. What a shame it ended in that way. But we do finish the race off in position 8, unless we can close the door on Panky 911 up in front. Don't think it's going to happen. Just didn't get the final exit run that I should have got. But we do cross the line, like I say, in position 8. What an insane race it was. And you know what? Funny enough, it doesn't stop there, because we move on to Yas Marina, nighttime, where all restarts again. The whole lobby comes through, and we actually start off in position 5, which is absolutely ideal. You know, for a race, the higher up you start, the higher chances you got of winning. But it doesn't always end like that. As we enter for turn 1, out the other side, we're all in one piece, actually. Kind of unusual. Turn 1 can be a bit messy at Yas Marina, as a lot of people do go through there very quickly. Now this corner here, as we get rear-ended, is one you really want to take out really tight and then go out wide towards the end. Not as wide as the Audi did. They nope, they didn't get a penalty for that. It is a area that the stewards would love to punish you on. But coming out the other side, we are on podium, right behind a fart can up in front. Fart can rocking a 0.5 second penalty, I might add, already, which is absolutely ideal. If we can keep up with that said car, we're going to have position 2 in the bag. And you know what? We're going to work with him, get away from those cars behind. Sadly, those cars behind also misuse brakes. You see the whole pinball of Tic Tacs on the screen just barreling in to that corner. It's just absolute sanity. You see my face just going, what on earth is going on? Just everybody piled in and nobody understood. You know what? Having a bit of braking distance, a bit of common sense. Now, and you know what? Sometimes, at least we're not a part of that. But we were witness to it, and it's funny to watch. Now, this corner here, not one of my finest corners, I will be honest. It's really, I would say, tricky, because you go in wide and come out tighter, and then you go back tighter again. It's a bit weird. And the same with this corner, I managed to always forget that, you know, it's a 90-degree bend, and brakes are kind of optimal, but so are track limits, I guess, to a certain degree. I mean, we're in position 2 now, so can't really grumble at that. It was an overtake nonetheless. Patriots up in front is 2.1 seconds away, which is quite the lead they've got. Under attack from another fart can behind us, Looney by name, oh my god, Looney by nature. Couldn't even get it out. Dearie me. Side by side with the Looney bin in the fart can. Not something you want to hear beside you. To be fair, I think that's probably the stronger car for this race. It is a really bit quick machine, and it does handle fast sections really, really well. So, yeah, not the wisest of choice picking the Civic, but the trusty choice nonetheless. Thing is, while it may not look good, we have quite a bit of area from the cars behind. Looney, being 0.4 seconds away, is an optimal stream. Going to suck us in, become our vacuum cleaner, and the car behind, being 0.8 seconds away, is absolutely ideal. And you see how we caught up 2 seconds to Patriot up in front, thanks to Looney sucking us through. Although, like I say, not my optimal of corners, thus make myself look like a buffoon. All that work that Looney put in to help us out has absolutely been destroyed. That didn't help thanks to the link, and somehow that is my fault. Got railed up the inside and then lost a little bit of control. Yep, that's fine. Predicted collision. Yeah, okay. Stewards, go home. You are drunk. At least we're still in position 3. I don't think that's going to last much longer, though. I think the links behind are wanting said position. Really want to get that away from me. There's 2 links to be, in fact. One blue, one purple. The blue one has the inside line of this first corner. Not ideal. I'm going to give them a bit of space, make sure they come out the other side. There we go, side by side. But we're going to have the inside of the faster, more difficult corner. Maybe not. They had somehow like NOS or something. They had a really good run there, and away they go. Okay, do you know what? We're going to have the inside line of this lovely hairpin here, and I know the hairpin I master very, very well. Nice and tight. Always go really tight on the inside line and just pretty much park it on the apex and nobody could do a comeback. Works pretty much every time. Unless you get rear-ended and set off to oblivion, then it doesn't really work in your favor. What isn't also working in our favor is the Link is getting a good bit of side draft from us. Look at that lunge shot, and same as the Link behind. Maybe, you know, one gets punted into the other. They are battling quite heavily. Patriot Zero did manage to go off the track. Well, but they're long gone now. They got absolutely destroyed. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't laugh at that. That's not funny. But position gained. Cannot grumble too much. We're still on the podium though, and I think that's kind of what matters. Car behind, the purple one, is rocking a 1.5 second penalty. So even if they did overtake, providing we can keep up with them, we will gain that position back. And again, absolutely mastering that corner there every single time. I am really sorry to the blue Link up in front. That was really an idiot move of myself there. There's no two ways about it. But what is working in our favor, them two are now battling. The problem with them battling is it's going to possibly introduce the cars behind us. Now, yes, the car behind us is rocking a 0.3 second penalty, but we don't want the party to get any bigger than 3. That's where things get a bit messy, a bit chaotic. We need to keep up with these two Links up in front and pretty much try and claim these positions back. And while it kind of worked in our favor a little bit, not fully. The purple Link managed to break away, as they were obviously quicker. Oh dear me. I'd say it's always best to take inside line there. Just got to really watch out for those track limits. And there's some more time gain penalty. Has destroyed any momentum we're going to overtake Maddle 463 up in front. Well, we wasn't going to overtake him, but, you know, use the penalty in our favour, because we would have got podium then. Unless they crash and burn and we can take that position from them, you know, we're going to be stuck in P4. I mean, although I'm still quite satisfied with the end of this race finishing in P4. It wasn't as chaotic as Brands Hatch, but it was just as daft. Let's put it that way. It was really daft. More probably on my part, especially when not discovering brakes into a 90-degree corner. You know, just sending it in, hoping for the best that the car would turn. Yeah, you know, some moves that you go for kind of not optimal, let's put it that way. We are side by side though with Maddle. We're back on podium. We're going to go through the corner that, you know, I massively excel at. A little bit of contact from Maddle Lee. Not good, buddy. Going to have the nice tight inside line. Where's these track limits here? You know, we've got the position. We had the position. We have gone off the track. Don't give me a penalty. Oh, seriously? Oh, that wasn't really a time gain. I'm more messed it up than anything else. Ooh. Look at us both absolutely clowning around. It really was that. And you see my demeanor on my face there, just smiling, because it was just pure fun. And I've got to say, this is probably one of the best things about TCR, especially in Forza Motorsport, is yeah, we can have elbow action. Sometimes you lose some, and we did in Brands Hatch and kind of did a little bit here. It's still just absolute fun. And credit where credit's due to all the drivers here. Thank you all for the races. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.